Hi everyone, welcome back to another lecture. In this lecture, we are going to start with the another question that is jump performance appraisal. So let's get started with it. Okay. The first thing under this question is okay, what we are supposed to do. If you can see, calculate the amount of bonus that the manager should expect to be paid for the latest financial year. I need to look after for the bonus calculation. Now, what is your bonus calculation then? How can you do it? It's very simple to do. Okay. The first foremost thing what you will be looking after is okay. Then obviously I haven't read the entire question yet. You will not be knowing. Uh, Before see second and part B and C will be reading on later on because part and B and C is purely theoretical. And if you especially read your part B, discuss to what extent the targets set are controllable by the local managers. Right, for 14 marks we have a theory we will look afterwards. Let's first of all let's read the question. Okay, so what is happening under this question? Jump has a network of sports club which is managed by local managers reporting to the main board. The local managers have a lot of autonomy and are able to vary employment contract with the staff and offer discount for membership fees and personal training session. They also control their maintenance budget but do not have control over large amount of capital expenditure. A local manager performance and bonuses assist relative to three targets every one of these three targets that is reached in an individual quarter. $400 is added to the manager's bonus, which is paid at the end of the year. The maximum bonus per year is therefore based upon 12 targets, three targets in each of the four quarter. Okay. Now, what they're saying that according to the maximum bonus that could be earned is 12 into 400, 4800, which represent 40% of the basic salary of a local manager. Jump has a 31st March year end. Okay. Number of members, member visit, personal training session booked, staff days, staff late and attendance days in a quarter. For all four quarters is given to me. 4 years quarters is given, matlab, four quarters are given to me. Then staff must be on time over 95 up your quarter. Matlab, targets are given to you basically based upon which you will be getting entitled for the bonus. Because obviously they will not give bonus for every now and then thing. Right now, if you look after it, what is your bonus target? Staff must be on time over 95% of the time. No penalty is made when staff are absent from work. On average, 60% of members must use the club facilities regularly by visiting at least 12 times per quarter. On average, 10% of members must book a personal training session each quarter. Okay, let's do it. Okay, now I will be writing particulars. Four quarter is given to you. Quarter to 30th June, whatever they have written, I am gonna write it as it is. Okay. Quarter to 30th September 2019. Quarter to 31st December 2019. Then quarter to 31st March 2020. I will be doing text wrapping to make it more presentable. Now, what is happening? I have three targets. I will be calculating my all three targets. The first target is staff on time. How much my staff is on time? Let's say. The first one I have is staff on time. See, 95% of the staff should be on time. How much is your, you can say basically, how much is your staff? You can say that staff days is 450, out of which staff latent days are 20. Means 450 minus 20. 430 divided by 450. Why I am doing like this? 450 days staff attended, out of which just 20 days they were late. So 430 is the remaining balance that I divided by my 450. Similarly, you will be calculating for all 4 quarters. 480, or you can do like this. See, 480 minus late is 28 divided by directly 480. Here also let me do like this only. So that if someone's forget, whenever you ever refer to the sheet, you can have this thing. Now, the next thing is my 4 out of like 470 days, 28 days staff is left divided by, it's not 770, it's 470. Next, how many days? 480, and staff is left 20 times divided by your 480 only. Correct. You can write it down. I am doing it directly. If you want, you can write it down, basically doing a proper calculation and all, but that's not required, honestly. Okay. So, will be getting the bonus or no? The question arises, will be getting the bonus? Or you can do one thing. You can create the headings, and you can talk about on time, bonus entitled 95%, yes, here they will be entitled. Here no, less than 95%, here no, less than 95%, here yes. Similarly, calculate for next. Next target is on average 60% of the members must visit the club. So member visit, correct. How can be a member visit? Member visit basically will be my target visit, actual visit, right? Actual visit, and then you will be looking out for. Now, what will be my target visit? My target visit is quite simple. Okay. How can I calculate my target visit? You need to understand here. For my target visit, they are saying that 60% members should visit at least 12 times a day. So, what is my members? My members are 3,000. 60% of them at least should visit 12 times. 21,600. Similarly, how many members you have? 3,200 visit at least 12 times per quarter for 60% of the employees. Similarly, next, how many? 3,300 12 into 60% of the time. Now, next, again, how many you have? 3,400 visit at least 60% you need. How? 12 times per quarter. That's what they are saying, isn't it? Now, actual visit is given to you 20,000, 24,000, 26,000, and 24,000. When they will be entitled for the bonus? No, why? Target is more. Correct. Here, yes, it's your actual is more. Here also actual is more. No, why? Because target was. Similarly, last third one. Third last they are asking me. The last third they were asking me is on average 10% of members must book a personal training session. So personal training sessions, right? For that, how much actual sessions you can look after that, uh, target actual sessions, and then you can talk about your bonus. How much? 10% of the members should visit every quarter. So what is your 10 members? 3,000 into 10%. Next, 3,200 into 10%. Next, 3,300 into 10%. I forget to put equal to sign. Now the next one is your 3400 into 10%. That's how basically you can do it. And how much is actual session book? Actual session book is basically my, you yourself can see my actual sessions booked are uh, given to you here. Personal training session books 310, 325, 310, 339. Actual is more than target, yes, you will be entitled for the bonus. Actual is more, yes, bonus. Uh, Target, no less, no less. One is less on. Correct. So how many bonus they have hit? You can say like write down here like no bonus hit. How much bonus they have hit? Two. Here also two, and here is also two. Total six. Total bonus is how much? Six. Now, how can you do further? Now you need to calculate how much bonus your manager will be earning. That also you need to calculate. That's what they ask me mainly under this question. Okay, and you do get these type of questions as well in the exam. Because you need to see performance management will be coming in 20 marks, 100% long version. So it's better, we understand multiple questions. Now, how can I do it? Basically, I need to look after bonus earned by manager. By the manager, how much will be the bonus? Your bonus will be basically six targets you have hit it, and for every target you are entitled for 400. Means 2400. So they are earning 50% of available bonus. Correct? Because maximum you can earn is this one. Now my 6 marks straightforward calculative question is done. Now let's move ahead with the next part B. Discuss to what extent the targets can, set are controllable by the local manager. You are required to make a case for both side of the arguments. You have to make a case for the both side of argument, and it is just for 9 marks, means 3 marks each for under each heading. Accordingly I have to write. Now now let's get started. Now let me again create that the one I create always. Now let's write the theory. Now I will be saying the targets that are controllable by the managers. So I can give a heading, or you can directly start writing the point, that is staff on time. First of all, correct, my first point is staff on time. Like I already told you, every point should be for 3 marks each, and this also I need to ensure text rep is followed. So what can I write down here? So you say that managers can agree shift patterns and reward for being on time. See, you need to understand that some persons might be working on the shift basis. If they are working on the shift basis, they will be not agreeing, because shift on time can be agreed for this, right? Although outside issue like transport, personal matters can also sometimes cause the delays, right? So this is something the manager can control. So if there is something that is arising like shift patterns, delays, reward staff, so it cannot be controlled by the manager. So ultimately you need to write from the both of the perspective. So I can write it on that. uh, the manager can agree. See, you need to understand, you need to understand from the both point of view, right? So you can say the manager can agree shift patterns. See, you need to understand, you need to include the argument from both the side. Both the side from means from your employees and managers point of view. Correct? Can agree shift patterns and reward staff for being on time. Correct? What can be done? They also have the power to change contracts. Right? If lateness becoming a problem. Correct? So, although outside issues like transport, there can be, personal matters. Sometimes this happens, we have a personal work that arise, etc. This is something that can cause the lateness. This can also cause the lateness now, because of, just imagine one thing, your employee is getting late and he started doing the rush driving. That the no company wants now. Correct, that the no one will be wanting that their employees face. So overall, this is something which a manager can be controlled, isn't it? Overall, stop on time is something which can be controlled by managers. See, per point 1 mark. And I have discussed on staff on time 3 points. See, in the exam, doesn't matter how lengthy you are writing. It's not like you are writing too short, too lengthy. The answer should be pinpointed. What they're asking, that's what we are answer. What they're asking, the same we are answering. Member use of facilities. Correct. So how can I do it? Under member use of facilities, I can write that the manager controls, what managers controls? Customer service and club standards. Correct. Both of which affect how often members visit. Correct. So, but factors like member health or busy schedule, what will happen in that scenario? Are outside the manager's control. So, so you can say that it is something which is partially controlled by the manager. Some control, but not full influence. Or you can say some influence, but not full control. Correct? So, therefore, members' visit are partially controllable by the manager. Partly controllable. Now, last one was my personal training session. Now, what will be my for personal training sessions? For personal training sessions, basically, this will be, how can I write in personal training session? The managers can adjust the pricing. Correct. Offer promotions. and improve service quality to increase bookings. Correct. However, things like customers, financial, you can say situations, and outside competition are beyond the manager's control. Correct. Also, facility improvements need board approval. So, this is what. So, personal training sessions are also partially controllable. Therefore, personal training sessions are partly controllable by the manager. So, this is what, moreover, my answer look like. Got it now. Moving ahead. Next thing, it describe two methods as to how a manager can access to the accounting and other records could unethically manipulate the situation as to gain a greater bonus. Okay. Now let's look after it. Okay. Simple. Just 5 mark question I have to do. Not much, 5 points, hardly 5 minutes we will be taking to do it. See, the first thing is that how can you do it is as simple as this. Let's start writing while explaining as well. See, basically, I can say that here three things are there. Up, what companies managers can do, they can do the cut-off manipulation. Cut-off manipulation means a manager can shift the data from time periods. Like for example, if you see it here it's 339 training sessions and required is 340. Easily it can shift, isn't it? Now that can be the one thing. Let's start writing. So I can say that cut-off manipulation. My cut-off manipulation will be as simple as this. A manager could shift, what they can do, could shift data between time periods. For example, you can say if they missed target in quarter 3, they can easily move to quarter 3. They could move sessions to quarter 4. Try to hit the bonus. What, that is what the companies want, right? Because just one session moved might earn an extra $400, isn't it? Next, what it can be, reducing the prices below the profit levels, right? What companies can do, see, you need to understand. The manager might lower the prices to increase the number of sessions. This would have to meet the volume targets, even if it hurts the profit. Because since bonus are volume based, it's not profit based. Correct? That's what you can do. It's not free, let me tell you. The manager might reduce the prices to increase the number of session, because this is for external customers only, no? This could help meet volume targets, even if it hurts the profit. Correct? Since bonus are based on volume, this would still benefit the manager, isn't it? That is going to still benefit our manager only. I can discuss one more point, like telling the late staff to stay home. Means if they to meet the lateness target means what? A manager can ask the staff to not come if they are going to late. This would improve the lateness stats and would harm the customer service. Right? They can do to work from home. Multiple things you can write. Let's write that as well. Okay. Telling late staff to stay home. Why? You can say that to meet the lateness target, a manager could ask staff to not come in, correct, if they are going to be late. Because see, sometimes this happens, we have a personal work and all. So this would improve the lateness, because they can claim work from home. Stats, or you can say if staff would not come at, it will be absent only. Automatically it will be improving. But would harm customer service, because if your staff is going to be available, is going to be on lot of leaves, so ultimately see, customers don't care about, if no one is responding from 4 5 days, someone is off, they will not care even for one day. So that is what moreover you can write about it in jump performance appraisal question. This is how you can attempt this type of question. Simple, straightforward. So that is what is moreover about this lecture. I hope you have understood it. Thank you so much for watching.